longer news where some people are like, they are scared of what people will say about them. They are scared of putting themselves out there. They are afraid of being seen. They are afraid of being noticed, and that's fear, that anxiety, that really you cannot put a name to it. You cannot really guess why you are having that feeling, but you just know that you're always scared of being seen. You're always scared of being in front of camera. I've seen some people that, oh, they are very good with setting, camera set. They are very good behind the scene, but they don't want to be in front of the scene. And if you ask them about, they are saying, they are scared of being noticed. They are scared of being seen. They are scared of their opinion being known. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome the fear of being seen, how to overcome the fear of being noticed and being heard, because it's a conversation that I would love to have with you, my beloved audience. So let's jump right into it. Hi guys, my name is Precious Oyeleke. If you are new, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, please have your seats in front. You're not supposed to sit at the back. Anyway, but let us leave some seats for the new audience so they can see me having our conversation today. So if you are new here, don't forget to like this video. Even the returning for subscribers too, please like, share and subscribe, and let's go right into today's video. Overcoming the fear of being seen, the fear of being heard, and the fear of being noticed. It's I can call it anxiety, I can call it fear, I can call it you being scared. And sometimes what you are really being scared about, it's not based on your own opinion. Is based on what other people think. Because really, the reason why some people are not sharing their values, they are not sharing their expertise with others, and not sharing their opinion, maybe at the meeting in their office or among their peers or in their community, in their church space, is because they are scared of maybe getting people's opinion about what they are saying. They are scared of getting rejected. They are scared of getting down low. And if you are going to be experiencing that, I don't think that's healthy for you. That's not healthy for you. You need to learn to deal with that. So the first thing I would say is that you need to be self-aware. You need to be self-aware of what exactly is causing it. What exactly is limiting me from sharing my values. Maybe you are in a conference hall, for example, and they're like, oh, parents, we'd love to hear your opinion about this. And like, they've said everything that needs to be said. Really? I remember one of my bosses to say, even if they've said everything that is needed to be said, still repeat what has been said so that we can hear your voice about it. So I would say you need to be self-aware. You need to understand the root cause of your fear. Is your fear based on maybe a childhood trauma that maybe one day you wanted to speak in class and your friends started making jest of you, or your classmates started making jest of you? Is it because of that? You need to learn to deal with that and learn to understand the fact that was just a time in your life. You should not project that part of your life on all areas of your life. So you can be like, oh, I don't like speaking on social media. That's fine. Do you speak in your community? Do you speak in your place of work? If this comes to your work, are you ready? Are you unapologetically loud about it, going to make noise about your work, about the things you do? Because even if I don't like sharing my opinion about other people, when it comes to my work, about what I do, I will make the loudest noise about it, because nobody can make that noise more than I do. The next point I will say is I need to learn to challenge the negative thoughts. If you see anybody that you see out there that is popular, that is known, they also deal with anxiety. They also deal with the fear of maybe of being heard. They sometimes deal with the fear of being seen, but they have to face that challenge and deal with it. So I'll say you need to face that negative thoughts and deal with it, and have scriptures, have words, have affirmative words that you say to yourself when that thought start creeping to your mind. You can start telling yourself, oh, that image a particular trauma at a point in your life. So this trauma was just at that time. It should not determine my life. Oh, the affliction will not rise again. Or you say words that affirm, who you are, and don't entertain or give room for the negative thoughts to thrive in you. So I would say ask yourself if your fears are based on evidence or they're just based on assumptions. They're based on what will people say. Are people interested in this? Will people come for me? Let them come. And we need more people that will say the right things than people that are. Some people don't really say, they don't have a lot to share, but they are making noise about that little thing that they know. So please, you are an expert in that regard, in that area, come out and make the loudest noise about it. So my next point, I would say you need to learn to speak positive words to yourself. Learn to speak positive words to yourself. If you want to overcome the fear of being seen, if you want to overcome the fear of being heard, I would say you need to learn to surround yourself with so much positivity. Surround yourself with positive friends, with positive people. Follow people that share positive vibes on your social media platforms. Not people that every time they're always having something negative to say about people, about others. I would say you need to do that for yourself. Another thing I will also say is that speak positive words to yourself, because you reflect who you are. You reflect the kind of mindset you have. If you're always saying that people now, let me keep my opinion to myself, really, that your opinion could be what could save life. It could be what could change life. It could be what could take someone from a point zero to a point 100. So I'll say speak positive thoughts to yourself. Have a positive mindset. It will influence, it will challenge that fear. It will challenge that fear, and it will also help to override it anytime the fear wants to start creeping into your mind. Last thing I would say you need to start exposing yourself gradually. You don't have to throw the entire fishing net into the ocean. You can take it bit by bit. You can start by maybe sharing your thoughts, maybe once. Maybe you can start with sharing one today, and that time take it a step further another day. Just take it a step at a time, line upon line, precept upon precept. Before you know it, the ocean is filled up. You know, it is little drops of water that makes the mighty ocean. So see, just start gradually. It's a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So I would say start gradually. You know, start exposing yourself gradually. Start sharing yourself. It could be among your friends. Share. Let them start. You know, share your thoughts with them. Share your values with them. It could be in your place of work. Maybe in a team of like say 4. Make sure you start sharing your mind with them. Or if you're like, oh, maybe they are trying to design a particular program, and like this program doesn't suit this community they are trying to take it to, just learn to speak up and say, I don't think this program is suitable for the community you are taking it to. Why don't you try this? I want to try that. Your thoughts could save your companies millions of naira, could save your companies millions of dollars, and could be saving yourself the stress of not going through query, or going to be like, I could have shared this thought too, I could have shared this point too. Really, you could have saved yourself that. So I'll say start exposing yourself gradually. Before you know it, you're able to speak in audience of millions. There was a time where I was scared of people seeing me. I was scared of people hearing my voice. I was scared of people hearing my thoughts. But I started dealing with it little by little, little by little. Started speaking in audience of tens, audience of hundreds. Now I can say I can speak in audience of thousands. Doesn't mean I won't be anxious before speaking, but really, by the time you start speaking, you start getting comfortable in that space, and before you know it, you've shared your mind, and people are going to applaud you for that point you're going to make. Now, I'll say sometimes you need to learn to practice, you know, breathing exercise. You know, sometimes for some people, they are scared of speaking in front of people. One thing my dad taught me when I was in secondary school, then when I was dealing with it, was don't look at people in their face, look at their head, or look above their head, or just look for someone that is smiling, or someone that has a relaxed face, and like be speaking to that person. But make sure you're gesticulating, and that's why I gesticulate a lot now, because that was one thing it taught me then when I was trying to overcome that fear. Because then I don't like speaking up. I take anything anybody tells me. I take anything anybody gives to me. Even if you're giving me a shit, I'm going to take it. But my parents were like, no, you can't keep going on like this. You can't keep going on like this. And they started instilling that faith of myself in me. And now I am what I am by the grace of God. And another thing I also say is that you need to learn to seek support. If you need to go for therapy, go for therapy. If you need to surround yourself with positive friends, surround yourself with some positive people. If you need people that will cheer you on, please surround yourself with people that will cheer you on. I've been intentional about these people. Tell them that you want to improve yourself, and I'm sure if you have good people around you, they'll be willing to see you shine. Because really, your success might not be their success categorically, but it's also they'll also be excited for your success too. They'll be excited for you shining and for you being your best version of yourself. And there's so many tips. I'll say set small goals. You know, sometimes you're always aspiring to, you know, overcome that fear in large audience, overcome that fear on a big stage. I'll say take it line upon line, precept upon precept. Another thing I would say is that start going to small gatherings. Go out. That's a way to overcome the fear of being seen. That's a way to overcome the fear of being heard. Go out, speak more, and share yourself with people, make new friends. I remember a time that one of my friends was always scared of talking to people. I gave her a task that every day she must always talk to someone they never spoken to before. It could be just introduce her business, introduce herself, and she must do that every day. She did that for 30 days. Now, if she enters a space, you won't believe that she was the person that could not talk to people. Yes, she has that introvert part in herself, but she always tries to, she knows when to speak up for herself and know when to speak to people. But that's really very, very important, because your opinion needs to be heard. Your opinion needs to be heard. And I also say that you need to celebrate your achievements, celebrate those small achievements, celebrate those small moves you are making, those goals you set for yourself that you've achieved. Celebrate it, and don't always wait for you to be perfect. Don't always wait for you to be perfect. Accept that imperfection, but the thing is that starting is better than perfection. Starting is better than perfection. If you are waiting for you to have that perfect moment, if you are waiting for you to have that perfect time, there won't be a perfect time, there won't be a perfect moment, there won't be a perfect day. So just start. The thing is that by the time you look at yourself 3 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you'll be far better than where you are coming from. You'll be far better than where you are coming from. And in all these, I would say, show compassion to yourself. Don't be too harsh on yourself, because you're like, after everything I've done, after all I've done. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Show compassion to yourself. And when you show compassion to yourself, you will also see that you will get better with time. Because sometimes we don't see the change ourselves. Sometimes this change are being noticed by people around us, are being noticed by our family, are being noticed by our friends, and before you know it, you start noticing those change yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like this video, share this video, subscribe, share more points on how we can overcome the fear of being seen, the fear of being heard, and the fear of being noticed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.